This conference will now be recorded.
Data classes.
About page data classes.
Data classes clipboard.
We were discussing about data classes and creating properties
Clipboard.
in the data classes. So properties can be created in the data classes, and those properties we can access into work classes by using pages. What is the advantage of doing like this? See, you can create properties in the work classes, or you can create properties in the parent class of work classes, and you can access them. But what is the need of creating in data class, and what is the advantage of it? Multi-purpose reusability. It is not only simply reusability, and one single set of properties you can reuse for different purpose by using different page references. And we discussed about page. Page is a property mode where this is going to refer to a class and holds the properties of the reference class. Any page that you create must be referring to some class. Using this page you can access the properties of the referencing class. Okay, clear everyone? And this is what we had discussed about pages. And yesterday we have seen how to create a data class and how to create properties in the data class. While creating data class, we have an option, that is, this class does not belong to class group. So what is meant by does not belong to class group? Does not belong to class group means it is non-inherited class from the class group. It is non-inherited. See, is a class group we know already. Is a class group means it is instance class of work objects. That is a class group. And from the class group, we have another option called does not belong to class group. Does not belong to class group means this particular class is not in the inheritance relation with the class group. Make sense? Everyone clear? Okay. And మీరు ఈరోజు వచ్చారా క్లాస్ రూమ్ రోజు వస్తున్నారా ఇవాళనా జాయిన్ అయ్యారా మీరు బ్యాచ్ లో మీ వాట్సాప్ నెంబర్ ఎంత జస్ట్ హోల్డ్ ఆన్ మినిట్ ప్లీజ్ కూర్చొని చెప్పండి పర్లేదు 90 9010 51 ఓకే ఏ గ్రూప్ లో ఉన్నారు మీరు క్లాస్ రూమ్ ఆన్లైన్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ గ్రూప్ లో ఉన్నారా జస్ట్ గివ్ మీ మినిట్ మరి మొన్న 2 days మిస్ అయ్యారా మీరు క్లాస్ నైన్ జీరో 9010 మీది వాట్సాప్ నెంబర్ అదేనా 9010 595 క్లాస్ లో ఉన్నారు ఆన్లైన్ గ్రూప్ లో ఉన్నారు చెక్ చేయండి ఒకసారి పింగ్ చేయండి గ్రూప్ లో సరిపోద్ది మీకు కావాలంత లేకుండా జస్ట్ హాయ్ అని చెప్పి మీకు యాక్సెస్ లేదా 9010 నెంబరు పింగ్ చేస్తారా మీరు ఏదో గ్రూప్ దాంట్లో పింగ్ చేయండి మీకు యాక్సెస్ ఉంటుంది కదా ఎంప్లాయిడ్ అనో ఏదో ఒకటి అన్ఎంప్లాయిడ్ అని కానీ అట్లా ఉంటుంది కదా చేశారా ఏ గ్రూప్ లో రాలేదు మీకు ఎవరు చేశారు? Okay, yesterday we were discussing about data classes, right? Okay, data class is the one which is like a non-inherited class. And anything that you create in data class can be accessed into work classes by using pages and properties in that. Maybe in the webcam or for today this strength is not good. Okay, and this is the data class and the properties we created. I want to access these properties into the user interface that I am going to create in the work class. So I should be creating a page. Let's see how to create a page. I think yesterday I had written only create a data class and properties, right? In continuation only, like write down next, write down business requirement, creating sections using page properties. See, this is a best practice to do, but even there is another practice which is best than this one. I'll tell you going forward. So we are going to create a section using page properties. Right down. Create a new screen. Create a new screen by name. Create a new screen by name. Personal vehicle details. Create a new screen by name. What is the name? Personal vehicle details. Create a new screen by name personal vehicle details. What are the properties? These properties only. You know the properties, right? You already did it. Number, company, model, all the properties we are adding into this particular new screen. So we'll create a new screen with personal vehicle details and all. This screen should be the second screen in the transaction. Okay, write down the same. This screen should be the, as of now. Okay, later we will add one more screen in between. As of now, this screen should be the second screen in the transaction. This screen should be the second screen in the transaction, which comes after customer details form. Which comes after customer details form. Okay, I am going to do this requirement. Look at here. Close this. I'll create one document for us. 595, right? Working with data class section with page properties. Okay, this is what I am going to do now. And here you go now. So creating personal vehicle screen with page properties, right? For this, what is the algorithm? You tell me. You should be able to say that. First one, create data class properties, already available, created. Next, yesterday we created. What is the next step? See, if your mind is able to think step by step, then you are good. You can crack any scenario based questions in the interview. Okay, for that, that's why I'm asking you. Tell me, what is the next step? What do you think? Create సెక్షన్ కన్నా ముందు ప్రాపర్టీస్ కావాలి కదా. డేటా క్లాస్
Create
ప్రాపర్టీస్
section.
into work class. Create page in work class referring to above data class. Third one, create section comma map the controls to above page property, right? Above page properties you have to map it to. Done. Next, create flow action. Done. Next, flow is already available, right?
Yes.
Open existing flow. No need to create anything. That is the ultimate flow. And one more assignment. Connect accordingly, and then do what? Call the flow action. Where do you call the flow action in the flow? Assignment shape, outward connector. Exactly what I have written, I am going to practically do now. See, you don't need to have the hands-on. If you are able to write this algorithm, which means 70-80% you are done. Here and there you might forget one step. At the time of practicing, it will get into your mind. You should be able to do it. If you are not able to write algorithm, and if you follow document screenshot copy paste, again I am repeating, it will go under drain. Okay. And here you go now in the work class. First step is done already. First step is done. That is, we already have vehicle, data class, and properties. Done. Second step, creating page in work class. Here and there little bit of spelling mistakes, don't bother. And right click on this, create data model property, and here you go now. Okay, so here I'm going to give a name to the section, this particular property, that is personal vehicle. What is the property name? Personal vehicle. And create and open. You should know that you should have to create and open and all. So create and open, and this property is a page property, right? So property type, what is the property type here? Single page. I'm going to choose what? Single page. And what is this? Data, I'm sorry, SPI toy data vehicle. It should come in the drop down for any one of you. For every one of you, it should be coming in the drop down. If it is not coming in the drop down, there may be some issue. See, maybe one or two resources here, you may see some message like querying. Querying means your server is running slow. So to fix that, you restart the server once, clear the cache, then you will see the drop down values. And now save this. Done. So this property is created, page property. Next, do what? Create section. Let me create a section now. Create user interface section. You don't need to, I don't need to give the navigation of creating, you know already. This is personal vehicle info SCC. Personal vehicle info SCC. Create and open, and here you go now. Convert to full section editor. That and all is as usual process. You see here, win number, company, model, make year. All these are text inputs except prior instance is radio button. So I'll take 4 text inputs. Win number. You know how to add controls, right? Copy paste it for the 4. One is radio button. I am not showing you the screenshot of taking it from the respective menu. You should know by this time. And I will be changing this one, like I am going to choose. See, you can play around with these options, layout, formats and all. Okay. And display header and title. What is the title? Personal vehicle information. Okay, this is clear, everyone. You will be able to do it or not? See, all the steps which I have done, you are able to do it. Only mapping I'll show you. Map the page properties to each control. Each control you are going to map. So how do you map it? Double click on the control, right? You know that. You have to double click, you should know. And here you click the down arrow. You see personal vehicle is there. Select it. This is a page. Inside this page we have properties, right? This page will come with a dot before it. Means before this there is another page. It is in work class, right? What is the page before this dot? What is the page name? See, if you have a dot, means definitely there should be a page before the dot. Even you mention or not, PRBC you should be taking it. What was the page name before this dot? Personal vehicle. Before the dot, there should be some other page. What was that?
Data vehicle class.
That is what I was telling yesterday. I told you the entire session. Once after it is done, I told you this is the only key point you should know. Without knowing this, that is not
PY
learning.
work page.
PY work page, the class related structure and clipboard structure. The same way we are proceeding. Without knowing these facts, you cannot proceed in the development. Win. The first one is what? Win. And submit. Similarly map all other controls. Similarly map all other controls. Let me map all other controls. Here you go. This one like personal vehicle dot manufacturing company. Manufacturing year. Model. What is the last one? Prior insurance. Completed. So this is how you would be creating a section with this flow action. Create a flow action. Let me create a flow action now. Right click on this, create process flow action. And here you go. What is this? Personal vehicle info FA flow action. That is my naming convention. It's up to you. What's happening? People are messaging. Correct. Good. Thank you. And then save this. Completed. Next, open the existing flow. I'll open the flow which is there in implementation class. In future, we are not going to use this flow. We'll come up with case types. So for time being, I'm doing all these flows and all. Okay, add a new assignment. See, you can add a new assignment by going through the palette. Here you have a palette of flow shapes, or you right click on the ground and here you choose. Anything is okay, it's up to you where you want to choose it from. Okay, after you add it, you have to connect accordingly. This connection you need to little bit focus. Select this connector, take this connector with your mouse, and once the second one is highlighted, when you drag it, leave it. And many people, you connect like this up to nearby and you feel like you have connected. Sometimes it will not be connected, it will come near and you leave it, and you, while you are practicing, you will get some message, view not configured connection. You don't read error message, but you simply send a screenshot. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, make sure you have full focus. You read and try to analyze and try to research all that you have to do here and there. Okay, and here you go. Now you know how to call the flow action. How do you call the flow action? Double click on outward connector. This one, what is it? Personal vehicle information flow action, and then submit. And what is this one? Personal vehicle info or details. That's up to you. Save, done. Now before we proceed forward to create the transaction, you tell me the clipboard structure. Given if this flow is executed and personal vehicle screen is displayed, you enter some data and submit. What is the clipboard structure? Chapan, what is the clipboard structure for this? The one you have already designed it, right? the design which you have done, what is the clipboard structure? Sagam minge sagam chepte nakem ardham kaadu. Say everything clearly, at least one person. What is the clipboard structure of the user interface which I have created?
Under PY work page, we'll have customer details page, and
Under
also
PY
we'll have
work page,
personal
you will be getting which page? I am
customer
asking
details
about
page.
vehicles. I am not bothered about personal customer. Customer yesterday we have seen already last time.
Okay.
Personal vehicle screen. What is the clipboard structure?
Yeah.
On vehicle page,
We'll have
we will have
yes.
properties of personal vehicle.
Where is the vehicle page? Where do you see the vehicle page?
Under PY work page, we will have the
Under PY
page
work page,
personal.
you will get vehicle page,
Data.
and on vehicle page you will have vehicle related properties. Let it get loaded. First screen I don't need too much bother now. I'm testing only second screen. This is the screen which we have created, right? Vehicle identification number, some number you enter, manufacturing company Tata, manufacturing year 2022, model T11, let's say prior insurance is there, previous year it has been insured. Submit. What is the clipboard structure? PY work page. Under PY work page,
Vehicle information.
in the overall
Vehicle
requirement which we have implemented now, the important point is only understanding the clipboard structure for this UI what you have seen. Remaining practical, anyone can do it. UI work means personal vehicle. So only when you have that visibility in your mind about fine only. Fine already open chese untaru. Okay, so this is about personal vehicle details screen which we have created. So let me explain you about property modes. There are different modes of property I was explaining yesterday, and let me repeat once again. Look at here. See, whenever you are creating property, data model property, see here, there are modes of the property. Property type, you have single value, page mode, advanced mode. These are said to be aggregate properties. Middle one is said to be aggregate properties or embedded properties. You can say anything. Aggregate or embedded properties. These two are multi-value properties. These two value group values I'll tell you later. Remaining you know never need it. Okay, internally Pega will use remaining things. Value list value multi-value. Okay, and these are aggregate properties. These are single value. See, first name property holds a value, correct?
Yes.
Date of birth property holds a value. And similarly, age property holds a value. Country property holds a value. A property which holds a value, that is single value property. The property is said to be what? Single value property. And a property which holds other properties is said to be embedded property in general, or aggregate property. What do you specifically call here? Page property. That is called page mode. There is another one called page list. I will show you this on the screen first. How does a page look like? Address. Okay, address is having door number, street name, and maybe landmark, pin number. Okay, these are the properties. Each property is going to have some value. And here door number is single value or page? Single value. Street name, landmark. What about address? Address is which mode of property? Page mode of property. Address is page mode. Now you see here, so here you see another one is there like this, address. On that you have address of 1, address of 2, address of 3, address of 4. Each one may have different values. So here door number, street name, landmark, these are all single value properties. These are there on address of 1. Address of 1 is a page. The page has index. Address of 2 is a page. Address of 3 is a, address of 2 address of 3, address of 4. These are all
Pages.
pages. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, all are address pages. All the pages together they are under address. This is called as page list. What do you call that? Page list. Page list is ordered collection of pages. What is that? Ordered collection of pages. Page list is ordered collection. What does it mean? Page list is collection of pages, but it is ordered collection of pages where each page is going to have a numeric index value. Each page is going to have a numeric index value. Understand, everyone? Clear? What is page? Page is collection of properties. Page list is collection of pages. Speaking collection of pages. What collection? Ordered collection. What is the meaning of ordered collection? Each page will have a sequential numeric index value. Understand? I'll tell you about page group also. I'll give you an introduction about page group, but usage we'll see later. Page list I'm doing now. Now look at here. See here, page group. Same one I'm going to take here. Home, office, permanent address, and maybe any other address.
Temporary.
Temporary. Okay. Okay. Temporary address, as you are saying. Okay. This is also collection of pages. Page group is also collection of pages. But what is the difference? There is no index value. Instead of index value, what is there? Instead of index value, what do you have there? There is a name. There is a name. So this is unordered collection of pages. What is it? Unordered collection. Page list is ordered collection of pages. Page group is unordered collection of pages. Each page is going to have a name. See, while you are practically working on any business requirements, 99.9% you come across working with page list only. Very few times we go ahead with page group. Okay, anyhow, we are going to work on creating a page list property and creating a screen using page list properties into UI. To explain this, I need to tell you one more concept. So far we discussed about one new concept, that is property modes. How many modes so far we have discussed? Single value property, page property, page list property, and page group property. 4 modes I have explained. Single value, page, page list, page group. Single value is going to have a value. Page is collection of properties. Page list is collection of pages, which is ordered collection where each page will have indexing, numeric index. Page group is collection of pages which are unordered. Instead of index, it will have name. Okay. Now I am going to tell you about UI section. We discussed about section, right? User interface section. In a section, so far we were using a layout. I already asked, I told you about layout. What is the purpose of a layout? One of the primary purpose, you can say, to align the control. It holds the controls. Alignment of the controls can be done by layout. Primary thing is holding the controls. First of all, alignment you can do the way you want. Okay. So the layout name is dynamic. What does it mean? Let me tell you, just for your information. I think it is available or not available, I'm not sure, but before Pegasus 7 version, it means you are working on 6.2, 6.3, 6.1 and before. If you develop Pega application, you design screens and all, right? You will access on laptop, okay. If you're accessing on mobile phone or a tablet, screen size is different, right? The screen, the application screen, it is not going to automatically fit to the device screen. Means when you load it on a device screen, it is going to lose some information here and there. You need to scroll right side, left side. There will be so many things. So for that, you need to write your own HTML coding. See this behavior, let me tell you. Now the requirement is like this. If I am going to access my application on any device, based on the device screen size, automatically screen should fit into without losing the important options available on the application screen. This is laptop view, right? My screen at present, what is loaded here, this is laptop view, correct? Okay, let me go ahead and make it tablet view. Let's say tablet. This is tablet view, right? I got everything. Everything is available in place. But the thing is, instead of labels, you have icons. Instead of labels, you are seeing only icons. But I did not lose any information. And even if you can increase it to a little bit more if you want to increase. Hold on. Like this. See, nothing is being lost. Even the bottom panel, top panel, everything is there. Okay, but only thing is this one more left panel, it has been minimized, but still icon is there, you can access it. And if you make it even font size little bit more less than this, still it will be available. So your screen will get automatically adjusted as per the device screen size on which you are accessing it, application screen. This behavior is called as responsiveness. This is called as responsiveness, means the UI forms will be responding according to the device screen size and fitting accordingly without losing the components. This was not present in before versions of Pega. This has been introduced from Pega 7 with HTML5 being used div tags and all. Okay, no need to bother much technical. So dynamic layout. The layout name itself is what? Dynamic. In the past versions of Pega 6.3 and before, we used to have smart layout, freeform layout. What are those? Freeform. Before Pega 7, Pega's UI has been designed by using HTML. Starting from Pega 7, HTML5. Starting from Pega 7, HTML5. So responsiveness is being achieved by using HTML5. Smart layout, freeform layout, those are fixed layouts. It won't get adjusted according to screen size and all. It won't happen unless you write your own HTML coding long back, not now, maybe 2010, like that. Now responsiveness is been already built in available. So dynamic layout itself by name dynamic means dynamically it gets adjusted according to the device screen size. The UI that you create by using dynamic layouts gets adjusted according to the device screen size. That's what we were using since beginning. I'm going to tell you another layout now. One more layout I'm going to show you. Look at here. Apart from dynamic layout, there are so many layouts available. Listen to me carefully. I'm going to show you table layout. Okay, I'm adding table layout. By the name itself, you can easily understand. The visual appearance of the UI will be like a table. Can you tell me how does a table looks like? What will be there in a table? Table will have columns and rows, correct? You want to display like that your user interface? Maybe at the time of displaying read only you can display. Capturing also you can capture. I will show you where is the table layout. This is what we are choosing, right? Here you go. This is also table layout. This is a layout with one column only. So I'm adding a value. One more value I want. What do I do? Click on plus icon. Dynamically, you can add multiple rows in the table. Rows is data, columns are properties. Each column is equal to property, correct? Rows are actual data values, correct? Columns are fixed. Okay, now if you want a display structure like a table format, yesterday also I will show you more better way. View in data designer we have done for our data class. Remember, this is what we have used, right? View in data designer. In this view in data designer, this is table layout. What is this? Pega is being developed by using Pega PRP features itself. Many things, except its core engine. Remaining things in Pega are being developed by using Pega concepts itself. This is table layout. How many columns are there? 5 columns. These are rows. If I want one more row, what should I do? They have provided plus icon there, but here they have provided add field. They're getting a pop-up. Ultimately, a row will get added. Correct? This is table layout. If you want to design UI like this to capture the information from the front end, see, table layout is the one which is going to help you. A table layout will have 2 cells. First one is header. Below one, value. I want more columns. Then right click on this, insert column on the right side. Right click on this. Sorry. Right click on this, insert column on the right side. Like this, I can add more number of columns. Properties will be added here. Properties. And these are just header text you can write down. And by default, a table layout will have add item, delete item. Can you tell me what is it? Add item means one row will get added at runtime. Delete item, if you select a row and click on delete item, that row will be deleted. See, while you are booking a travel ticket, okay, you and by default 2 passengers information facility is there to enter. Passenger name, passenger age, seat preference, like that. 2 passengers you have entered, but you 5 are traveling. What are you going to do now? There will be a provision. Add passenger button will be there. The moment you click on add passenger button, it will add one more empty row. You will be able to add one more record of data. Same. If that is the requirement, this is the solution to design. Understand? So using one concept, if you are going to work on one business requirement, similarly you may develop other business requirements as well. So write down everyone. And one more thing I have to tell you. Hold on. Look at here. Okay, I'm going to use table layout. That's okay. So table layout, I'll add properties here, but there is a source for the table layout. There is the source for table layout. You need to use a property, that is list property. It is list of data. So source should be either page list or page group or report definition or data page. But you are not aware of report definition and data page as of now. So you'll be learning later. So whenever you are using table layout, in table layout, you can use only page list properties. You can use only page list properties. In dynamic layout, can you use page list properties? No, not possible. In a dynamic layout, you can use single value properties or page properties. So table layout you will be using to collect multiple records of data, correct? Multiple records means more than one page, correct? Multiple pages together list. That's why table layout source should be a page list. If you are creating a screen using a table layout, before you create section, you should have a page list created. Page list also will refer to some class. I'll show you that. Write down business requirement. Everyone clear? High level only I have explained you. Everyone clear? Practical I will show you. But ultimately, what are we working on? We are working on creating properties, creating section, adding properties into section to design UI. The same practice we are doing since from the beginning. First we did it with single value property. Next we did it by using page property. Now you are doing by list. When it is list, more than one page, correct? More than one record in the table, correct? That means it should be a table layout. Other layouts I'll tell you going forward. Write down. Working with, next topic, working with page list property, comma, working with page list property, comma, table layout, that's it. These two are the new things, right? Anything else? That's it, right? Okay, write down business requirement. Create a new screen to capture commercial vehicles data. It is not one vehicle. Commercial vehicles means more than one vehicle. See, Domino's will have more than one vehicle, right? Every year they will be insuring all together so that they will be getting some benefits. They will not insure each vehicle like separately. Together, vehicle insurance will be taken. At the time of taking insurance, they are going to collect all the data at a time in a screen like this. Create a new screen to collect commercial vehicles data. Just for your information, I'm telling you in a table format. You're better understanding I'm saying this. That's it. In a table structure, you can say. Okay. This is what we are going to work on. One more point. This screen should be the third screen. This screen should be the third screen in the existing transaction model. This screen should be the third screen in the existing transaction model. Did I share you any document of another project? Yes or no? No. Okay. After this practical is done, I will tell you the methodology how you need to practice. Plus, I will also tell you the second project I'm going to send you. You should start working on it. Everyone completed writing the requirement. See, it is very simple. Can anyone tell me the algorithm? Hold on. Working with what? Working with page list property, comma, table layout, right? So there are few steps I will tell you at the practical time itself. And here you go. Now, creating a new screen to capture commercial vehicles, more than one vehicle data. See, it is a blind practice always. If I am giving you a requirement, you need to create data class, creating properties in the data class. This is a blind practice. But do you already have a data class for this purpose? Design algorithm. First step, vehicle data class is already created. Even properties also there. Done. First step of creating data class properties completed. Next step, what do you need to do? Next, create.
Page list.
What are we working?
Page list.
Page list property in work class referring to page list also will refer to class referring to vehicle data class. You have all the properties there. Done. Page list is ready. Next, create section and table layout. You will be removing default layout. Okay, that is not required, right? No more required. Add table layout. So now for the table layout, source is equal to above page list. Above page list should be the source. Now add controls, comma, map to properties of page list. Create flow action. One more step I'll tell you. Choose the options related to choose the options required to make the controls, to make the table layout editable. I will tell you about this option after some time. And now create flow action. Create flow action. Create flow action and open existing flow. Add new assignment and call the flow action. Connect it accordingly and call the flow action. This is what we are going to implement. First, we are going to create a data class and properties, but we already have created. And now create a page list in the work class, refer to the data class. Create a section with table layout, call the properties, add the properties into table layout, do something, and then proceed forward to create flow action and open existing flow, add a new assignment, right? So we are going to do it. Vehicle data class is already available. Created available. Second step, creating page list property. Creating page list property. I'm going to do it now. Look at here. In the work class, right? In the work class, I'm going to create page list property. Create data model property, and the property name is commercial vehicles. What is that? Commercial vehicles. Everyone following? That is the name. Vehicles, because I have given, because it is going to hold more than one vehicle. What should I do now? Change the property type to be page list. I'm choosing it page list, and class, the page list should refer to a class. What was the class? SBI, SBI auto I data, like this. Vehicle class. This is the one. Understand? SBI, SBI auto I data vehicle, save, done. See, in the design itself, you don't see multiple pages coming. At runtime, it will have multiple pages based on how many vehicles you enter. Understand? So now let me go ahead and show you this. Refresh this. Data model property. Here it looks similar to page property. It looks similar, but at runtime it will have more pages. I will show you at runtime. Okay. Then next, create section. create section. So let me create a section now. Create user interface section and name of the section. What is the name of the section? Commercial vehicles data section. Commercial vehicle section. Commercial vehicles section. All of you online following? Everyone.
Yes.
Sir.
Commercial vehicles section. See, we are repeatedly doing the same task what we are doing since beginning of user interface creation. But only thing is property modes are changing and layouts are changing. That's it. Again, same thing. Convert to full section editor and all, everything is regular practice. By default, your section will have a layout. Section should have at least one layout. Without a layout, section do not exist. Okay. Now I have to add table layout. Where is it? Add table layout. Table layout. Look at here. I'm going to add table layout outside here. Outside. But this layout anymore required. So I can delete this. Dynamic layout which is by default available, I delete. I don't need it. Okay, I need only table layout as of now. Now, first, before you proceed to add properties, double click on table layout. Let me double click on table layout. You either double click on the layout, that is also okay, or you have a gear icon here, right? This is also okay. Both will open properties panel. And now here, list source. Sorry, source. Source is property. See, I am not changing this. Just I want you to make an observation at the time of practicing. I am going to use page list property, right? Give a dot and commercial vehicles. Choose what? Commercial vehicles. Up to this, you know. Okay. Next, go to operations tab. Go to operations tab. Why you should go, I will tell you. See here, row editing. Row editing none means you cannot add rows or you cannot edit rows. What does it mean? Read only. By default, let me write down. By default, table layout is read only, meaning that means add row, delete row, doesn't function. Those are not going to function. So to make it editable, choose row editing option inline. What is that? Inline. Okay, I'm going to choose it now. Inline. If you don't select this at runtime, you find it to be read only. Runtime will find it, not design that. Okay, submit this. So once you are done with this, you can see here, you can make an observation. Table layout has a source of some page list referring to a class. Before what it was, no source specified. Before and all, at the beginning, you might have observed no source. Now you have to add the more columns. How many columns I want? 5. Insert row, right side, like this you repeat. How many columns you want? Those many times. I am not going to further give the screenshot of adding row. 2 times I have given, you repeat a number of times. Done. Now you need to get the properties right. See, you can do this way. You can drag and drop the controls, map to properties, or you can drag and drop properties itself. Look at here closely. Drag and drop commercial vehicles properties into the bottom cell. Understand? Drag and drop the page list properties into bottom cell. Above cell is for what purpose? Label purpose. Below cell is for value. Value means property. I'm sorry. Where is it? See, win. I'm going to take it. I cannot give the screenshot of this drag and drop and all. Take. See, where do you pick the property? Not on the property. Okay. Before the property, you have 6 dots. Right? There are 6 dots before the property. Right? Place your cursor on the 6 dots. Then take it, drag with your mouse and drop here at the bottom cell. Understand everyone clear? I'm sorry, what did I choose? Win number. I want win number. Okay. Hold on. Win number I want. I want win number. Okay, got it? Everyone clear? Repeat the same for other properties. Okay, I am going to repeat this. Win, manufacturing company, manufacturing year, model, and what is the other one? Prior insurance. Prior insurance, I'm sorry. Prior insurance. Prior insurance, right side. Prior insurance. Prior insurance, you're getting radio buttons like this, right? You want radio buttons to be horizontal. Horizontal you can choose. If you want it to be horizontal, you can choose horizontal also. Okay, that is up to you. If you go to cell properties, you'll see so many options in the presentation. Okay, save, done, completed. So your section is ready. Okay, creating with table layout. Now create what? Flow action. Create a flow action now. Right click on this, create process, flow action that you are aware of, and here you go. Commercial vehicles, FA, create and open. What is the section? Commercial vehicles section, right? Save this. Completed. Next do what? Open existing flow. Can you tell me for this page list what will be the clipboard structure? The page list I have added, right? Once after I make the transaction, what would be the clipboard structure? First PY work page will be there. Within that, commercial vehicles page list will be there. Within the commercial vehicle page list, multiple pages will be there. Properties pages will be there. Within the pages, each page, on each page you have properties. I'll show you. Right? Okay. Open the flow. Right? Where is the flow? Process flow. This is the flow. And in this flow, you know how to add an assignment. Add a new assignment and connect it accordingly. First, I will give the screenshot of opening this flow and adding new assignment. Okay, and here you go. Connect it accordingly from this assignment currently. Understand clear? Now call the flow action. Flow action. Double click on connector. What is that? Commercial vehicles flow action, and here you go now. I'm sorry. Why every time that is? Okay, so this is commercial vehicles details info. Otherwise, save, done, completed. Flow is modified. Save, done. Now create a case and test. Let me create a case by running the flow. First screen, second screen, I'm not much bothered this time. Otherwise, I'll enter the data and show you all the screens. Difference you'll understand. And here you go. 25, country, city, some zip code, submit. Win number, win 002, and manufacturing company RD, manufacturing at 2020, and model A11, and prior insurance. Let's say this is for single vehicle. This is for single vehicle. Submit, page relate, page format. Now next one is list format. This is how you would be seeing. This is how you're going to see the list structure. By default, there are no items. You should have to add an item by clicking on add item. I clicked on add item. So like this I would be getting. Understand everyone clear? So let me minimize this. Win number. Win 003 manufacturing company. Let's say bench manufacturing year 2021 model B11. Prior instance was there. See, this alignment and all not good. The radio button. Okay. Add one more vehicle. What should I do? Add item again. So let me add one more item. Win 004. Chapani. 2022 and M11. There is no prior instance. Brand new car. Add one more item. Win 005. Any other? Foda. 2024, 2019. F11. Okay. Like this, I have added how many vehicles? 3 vehicles. How many pages will be there on clipboard? How many pages will be there on clipboard for commercial vehicles? Huh? How many vehicles I have added? How many vehicles I have added here for commercial vehicle? 3. How many pages will be there on clipboard?
3 pages.
3 pages will be there.
3.
PY work page, commercial vehicles. This is the structure. Okay. Everyone clear? Each page will have data. Understand? Each page will have an index. So commercial vehicles of 1 under PY work page, because it is being used within the work class, right? Under PY work page, commercial vehicles of 1, commercial vehicles of 2, commercial vehicles of 3. If I add 5 vehicles, then 5 pages. Commercial vehicles of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each page will have properties plus values. You see, personal vehicle is a page, not a list. On the page itself, it has data, and PY work page has single value properties. Everyone clear? So how are you proceeding with your practicals? What is the methodology that you are following with practical sessions? Well, after the session is done, during your free time, what is the approach that you are following to gain the knowledge? That's what my question. Close this. Let me send an email now. Just your voice is not audible. Hold on. 595. 595. Mega class. And the July 20. 595. What was that? 595, right? July 20. And process theory documents. Ending. Page. I think layouts, I don't have it. Section layouts, I don't have it, I think. I'll create one and send you today. Theory. Table layout, do I have it? Layout types, nothing is there. I'll prepare and send you that theory document. Page list, right? Property modes, did I share you anytime? Even I don't have that out. Properties and their property modes. Okay. In this document, you should have single value property, page list property. Group we will come across later. This is page list. Up to page list is given. Page group and all we would be seeing in the future. I would be sending you. It is very easy to remember page group. In place of index, you'll have a name. Anything else I have to share you? That's it, right? Okay. What is the practice methodology or see what you are being provided with so far? So for the sessions, for the review purpose, you have video and you have step-by-step screenshot document, and you have what? Theory documents. Have you ever opened theory documents? Opening up every day. Okay, theory documents. Apart from this, recording, okay. Practical screenshot document, okay. Theory document, okay. Apart from this, what else I have provided to you?
Hello,
Topic wise
Harsha.
interview questions, fresher interview questions. Fresher interview questions, maybe if you begin at the very beginning, some of the questions, I'm not pretty much sure if it is in order or not, maybe in order. Basic questions you can cover very beginning. Topic wise, what are the topics done? Properties related, sections related, flow action related. But one thing is, the document will have interview questions related to the topics with, like within a topic, there are some of the questions related to what we have discussed. Some other questions will be there which we have never discussed so far. I'll show you an example. Hold on. Just please mute someone online. Into the interview questions, right? Interview questions. Let's say, for example, flow action is there. Yeah, flow action. Flows is there. In this document, you should start going through this. Okay, how to hide default action section button. See what is flow action and all. That is very basic. That is not. That cannot be considered as interview question because that will be there in the theory document. Okay, how to hide default action buttons, submit, save, cancel in the flow action at runtime. It was not been discussed, but still, you see, go to the action tab of the flow action, choose the option hide default action section buttons. Where is it? Hold on. Flow action. Okay, this is the flow action. What does it say? Answer. Go to action tab, scroll down, hide default action section buttons, save it, create a case and test it. You will not get submit, save, cancel buttons. You will not get it. This is one interview question. Okay, so to go while you go through this document, even though we did not discuss about this, is it possible that you will be able to understand or not? If you go through it, the same what you see here, you have to practically experience the navigations. Will you be able to understand or not? And go to the next question if it is there. How to change the label of submit button, save, cancel, something else. Submit, save, cancel, we are getting right. I don't want submit, save, cancel. Instead of submit, I want register. Instead of save, I want the label to be maybe something else. So that one also same action done, customize the labels. This is another question. So we don't need to discuss all this stuff. How to hide flow action from a specific operator like manager, you can understand. This question you can understand. 1 and 2. So there are some of the questions which we have discussed so far, some of the questions which we did not discuss. So further questions will be covered in future. Any question, if you are able to understand, go with that. If you're not able to understand, means definitely it will be covered in the future for sure. So topic wise interview questions also you have to go through it regularly, and fresher interview questions. After this, whenever you get some free time, go through the audio recordings. Okay, interview recordings you can see later, not now. Maybe at least half of the syllabus we complete. After 1.5 months, you can go through interview recordings. In between also you can go, but you don't understand anything. Okay, but audio recordings of topics are provided, right? So that is the way you need to practice this way. Okay, let me tell you a practice approach. Just hold on. Just give me a minute. I'll just quickly access. Hold on. I think I have already drafted some time back. If I have that, I'm just checking. This approach, if it is going to work out for you, you go with. Otherwise, you go with your own methodology that you design one specific approach for you. Maybe I did not save it out. Okay, so I'll tell you nowadays. See, while you are practicing, so how many of you are going through theory documents, practical document, and practical video once again to understand theory points, and also like interview questions document? How many of you are accessing all these 4? Not even one? All 4? All 4? one person. Online, all 4. YouTube links I'll share you. We are just finalizing that daily, right? 3, how many of you are going through 3 for sure? How many of you are going only through practical document and after that you are going to clap yourself and throw your laptop? Maybe 30% to 35% will be there for sure. Maybe you are not responding, that's okay, but you will be there because your understanding is like working on practical is learning Pega, or working on practical is the only thing learning any technology. I'm again repeating, that is not okay. See, this is how you should start. See, if you want to understand any subject, first you need to focus on theory part. So after the session is done, if you go through the theory document, if you are able to realize what is being discussed, then matching. If it is matching, that means you are present in the class. Otherwise, you are there in the class, but you are there at a theater. Okay, your mind is there at a theater. So each and every theory point while you are reading, your mind should recollect what is being discussed during the class, and you should be able to understand it. If you're not able to understand any point in the theory document, means your focus is missing during the session. Okay, so first you should go through only theory document. Never log into PRPC while you are starting your practical in a day. I mean, like practice in a day, not practical. Okay, first theory document, you read it. One time you read it. For the first time when you read it, is it possible you understand everything? No, you don't understand everything. Did I tell you this methodology? No, right? First time you may be able to understand only 70% given you are present in the session. Okay, when I say present, mind present in the session. And you read it once again. First time if it takes 10 minutes to slowly read each point and all. Second time it will take only 5 minutes, but you will better understand than first time. 90%, 95% you will be able to understand theory. Theory you have clear idea now. Now you have to open the practical document, or else you can do this in between. Review the video to understand theory again. Only for theory part you can review the video once again, but reading through the document is most important than going through the video. That's why first read it by yourself, try to analyze and try to understand. Then you go through the video review for the theory concept. Probably you will understand 100%. Completed. Practical document you open, but don't log into Pega. Do not log into Pega. Many people I have seen, they are opening practical document in a phone. ఇట్లా చూస్తున్నారు 4 రోజులు కలజోడు వస్తుంది. Okay, open in laptop. You have a big screen, right? Don't strain your eyes. Okay, so practical document you open, do not log into Pega. First you read the requirement. You know the requirement, right? You have written in your notes. First you read the requirement. After reading the requirement, try to understand what is it all about. You have a clear idea of understanding the requirement, what you have to do further. Go through the practical document top to bottom, each screenshot by screenshot. You experience the practical by yourself within your mind, within your brain. You don't have hands-on, don't do hands-on. Practically from beginning to ending, slowly screenshot by screenshot you go through. Try to understand what is happening, what is being done. At least you need the algorithm, right? Algorithm itself should give you 70% of understanding. Practical document, first time when you go through it, you will be able to understand what has to be done, what is being done. Repeat this 2 times, do it twice. Second time you go faster, but still you understand clearly. Now everything you are doing, going through practical document, just screenshot by screenshot without having hands-on, meaning that you are implementing the practical within your brain, within your mind. You are implementing, already you are doing practical but not having hands-on, but in your mind you are doing. See, if you are going to draw an architecture design for a building, that means you are constructing your building in your mind. You are already constructed in your mind, the plan is constructed, same you are writing on paper just for your information. Okay, later information purpose. First you need to do the practical within your brain. Within your mind you are done with the practical, then it is easy to do the hands-on. But let me tell you one thing, just opening the practical document, screenshot 1 onwards, if you start hands-on, that means you are not gaining any knowledge. You are just doing a copy paste work, which will never be successful in life. 2 times you go through the practical document beginning to ending. You have everything in your mind. Close the document, open PRB's environment, read the requirement, write your other way, take a book, read the requirement, your own way of writing algorithm, you write down, finish, then you open your laptop, log into Pega, then hands-on. This hands-on, try maximum, try not to open document or video, because you already have done it, right? Just going through the practical document, you have done it, right? This way, if you follow, you will be definitely able to master Pega within next 1 month. Within next 1 month, you will gain a lot of confidence and you feel like you are achieving something day by day. Okay, but again I am repeating, if you copy paste by practical document, today whatever you practice, after 10 days you will forget. Don't come back to me and say that, Harsha, you are just going in a faster pace than initial days. That is not my problem. I am going in my own way, in my own pace. But you do not have knowledge of previous topics, you don't remember it, you don't recollect the points related to the previous class while today class is going on. That's why you are feeling it faster. Okay, that's not my problem. I hear this minimum 50% of the people report like this. You are going little speed than previous days. But as a trainer, I know whether I am going or not. I'll go in a faster pace only at a point where we were recollecting the previous topics. Today's topic will depend on the previous topic. Previous topic, should I tell you again how to create section with page list properties step by step? Again, should I have to explain you the same way what I have explained, the time that I have taken and all? That time I'll tell you, we will create a page list property and then we are going to create a section using table layout. That's it. I don't need to tell you, go to presentation, choose inline at the row editing. That and all you should have the idea. So that is where you find the session is running faster. But that is not my problem. I am saying today itself. So every Saturday and Sunday, try to revise everything what you have done. Don't ask me to conduct the classes for revision on Saturday. You are not in a college. Okay. And you have the ability to drive yourself again. So you have to go ahead with your schedule. 5 hours, what it's not 5 hours, I think more than 10 hours that you spend in your day, weekdays. All 10 hours you will be able to revise within 1.5 hours. 10 hours you properly work every day. This 10 hours you will be able to revise within 1.5 hours. That's it. Done. Okay, so this is the revision you can do, but revision you don't do on the same application. Okay, I'll tell you. I will be sending you business requirements for the practice purpose further. So only you will be receiving a document of requirements. That's it. You will not receive anything like explanations, theory documents, practical screenshot. If you read the requirement, your mind should get the ideas of to implement this requirement. What are the technical rules to be used in Pega? If you are getting that idea, means you have the subject knowledge. If you are not getting that idea, means you are lagging. See, you did not get the idea, at least you can revise to go through our regular sessions. After revising, at least if you are getting idea, next time you do not need to revise, right? Once it is okay. But anyhow, you will be given with a document of requirements where there is nothing written, only requirement, business requirement. You need to understand the business, you need to understand the functional processing of the business, you need to design your own application, you need to understand the business requirement, analyze it, and practically implement it. But before you practically implement, for each requirement that is being given, you have to write your own algorithm. I am repeating again, without drafting an algorithm, you never practice. Practicing directly without algorithm, any programming language, is starting a construction of a house without having a plan. What will happen? If you start constructing a house without having a plan, what will happen? You will end up nowhere. That's what going to happen. Without an algorithm written already, if you start having a practical hands-on, that means you are in a wrong way of learning. Okay, so this is, at least you become so expert, then no need to bother about algorithm. You draft algorithm in your mind itself, you do hands-on directly. But you are a learner, right? So for next 1 month, 2 months, or during the training period, you have to go ahead with writing algorithm for each requirement. Even though it is taking more time, no problem. Starting days you struggle a lot. That is going to happen for everyone. Okay, even for me while I was learning, the same thing. Okay, but going forward, automatically you'll speed up. You find yourself being more knowledgeable than previous days. That happens. Okay, this is another thing. And third one, what I wanted to tell you is, you take any application which you come across in your day-to-day life. Now we do reverse. I'm giving you business requirement, you are practically implementing, right? Practical is already present. You do reverse of writing the requirements for the practical. You take an application, let's say you go to Google, hold on. I'll tell you any business you can take. Okay. See, having this type of methodology and practice being done for a learner, you will master the subject for sure. Okay. Like apply for personal loan, let's say for example, online. Okay, there is something, my loan care, something is coming. This is the functionality already been developed, right? Developed application. Write down the business requirements for this. You have to write the business requirement for what you are seeing here. Can you tell me what is the business requirement for this? Anyone? I'll take more 5 minutes. Make it fast, please. It is not a rocket science. Create a new application for providing loan generically. In that you can have personal loan, car loan, every other loan. Okay, home loan and all. Loan application, some specific personal loan. Okay, next. What is the next requirement? Properties create చేయండి, section create చేయండి అనట్లా నేను. Requirement, business requirement చెప్పండి. What is the business requirement? First requirement, application creation completed. What is the next business requirement? Create a new screen to capture personal loan
Customer
details from a customer. Which one you have to create out of these two? For that, this one, this is the portion. What about this one? It is displaying offers with some other banks, interest rates and all. This you cannot do. You leave it. This portion you should be able. Keep it aside. This is how, looking at an output result, if you are going to write the requirements, you will become an architect. Okay, now let me tell you another one. See, imagine you have an application for మనకు బాగా రోజు యాక్సెస్ చేసే అప్లికేషన్ ఏంటి? బుక్ మై షో, సినిమా టికెట్స్. ఓకే, మూవీ టికెట్స్ అప్లికేషన్. అదర్వైజ్ ట్రావెల్ టికెట్ బుకింగ్ అప్లికేషన్. అదర్వైజ్ Paytm application. Okay, any other application you can say, not, don't tell me Facebook, Instagram and all. Okay, any other applications like this? Phone Pay, Google Pay, these are the applications, right? Okay, let's take travel ticket booking application. Okay, tell me the business requirement for travel ticket booking. First, you don't tell me create new application. We know that we have to create travel ticket booking application. Done. What are the functionalities? First you identify. You might have accessed it many times, right? What is the first one?
New Year look.
What will be there? Starting
Credentials.
journey details. Huh? Before journey details, see, I know that you have to create a screen for to and from. Okay, round trip is okay, checkbox. Round trip or not, and date, property you will mention, calendar. Okay, and further personal details. I think that's it. Search on click of search, you will get the vehicle. I mean, like whatever the, maybe car or whatever it is, bus or anything, vehicles, huh? Travels list. Okay, now this screen you have to design, but before this, can there be any other screen? Login before. How do you log in? Registration form. First, one requirement is create a registration form using which customer should, using which capture basic details from the customer. On click of the registration button, store this data into table. Storing data into table and everything is already present. Registration form you create, where ID will be generated, work object ID, register. One separate flow. Registration is separate flow. It is not part of the transaction, correct? So create one separate flow of registration. There is a registration case, one form, submit button, data will be stored, ID will be displayed. You may have additionally one more screen to display, this is your ID and this is your password. Login screens we don't need in Pega, leave it. Okay, just for high level. Okay. Okay, registration is completed. Login, you leave it. If you want to create login screen also, you can do it, but you need more knowledge. That is also another functional requirement. Create login screen. Allow only registered users to login. Second requirement. 2 requirements you got so far. What is the third requirement? Imagine registration is done, login is done. Now what is the third requirement? Same requirement. Display a screen to capture to and from, round trip or not, date of journey, and display results on click of search. Done. Okay, you have selected something and proceeded forward. Next screen, high level, you can say collect passenger details. Passenger details you collect by using table layout. Correct? More than one passenger is there. Click on add item, add item. Passenger details are collected. Next, what is the next one? Payment details. Collect payment details. 3 screens. And after the payment details, payment gateway screen also you design by yourself, and finally store the data into table. See, 4 screens, but in the background there will be a lot of functionalities. And as of now, we only know about UI, right? On click of search button, there should be a table, data should be retrieved from the table, display in UI. This is another functional requirement. Like this, the maximum possible, you start writing the business requirements in a notebook or in a Word document. Whatever the application that you think you wanted to take only one application. For that application, research to find out more and more functional requirements. Write down everything by yourself. Okay, that you can do maybe at any time. Every day, half an hour. If you spend, one requirement will be done. Every day, half an hour you spend on the same application, and then write more and more business requirements. Just exploring different functionalities available. Not only UI related. Start thinking about even search related functionalities also if you can. But going forward, as we move on further, you can think about this requirement. Similar to this, is there any functionality? Like that, all the ways you have to train your brain. Okay, not only in the forward engineering, reverse engineering and all, even requirements writing and all. If you are going to do like this, you can crack any interview. Okay, you can work on development from day one itself. Okay, without taking anyone else's help, but this takes some time. Okay, try to understand your brain capability and what is today's capability. Based on that, you design number of times that you have to repeatedly do something, number of times that you have to read to understand, number of times that you have to analyze and all. But the speed, it is going to definitely the ability will get improved for sure. Going forward, automatically you will be able to understand the things and all, maybe within one time or 2 times itself. Okay, so that's it from my end. We'll continue tomorrow to discuss further about user interface. Okay.
Hello, Harsha.
Yes, please.
Yeah, can you please add my email to the group because I'm not receiving
Your
any
name,
of the
your
email.
name.
Praveen.
Yesterday evening you communicated with us, right?
Not yesterday. I just sent you the SMS. Sorry, WhatsApp
Send
message that you
me
had.
a WhatsApp message now. Send me a WhatsApp
Yeah,
message now with your mail
I
ID.
just sended you.
Okay.
I just sended you.
ఇక్కడ కూర్చున్న పర్సన్ ని నన్ను కలవను. Yeah, send me a WhatsApp message now.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. We will add you. Okay, today we will add and send everything. Thank you.
Okay. And